There we go.
Welcome, welcome.
Hi, everybody. I am so
It
happy to be
is
back with Thomas and Bill. Hi, Thomas.
hello. It is Monday afternoon, and we have Hershey, the Shadow Reader, and we have Bill. Well, we had Bill 999 ASMR Tarot. He'll be back as soon as he can. I'm sure he's
I'll
just
go retrieve him. I'll be right back.
here he is.
Button. I was like, think, oh, can I see the chat? And then I hit the back button, and it backed me.
See where you're at in the season. I love the spooky season, so I'm always checking to make sure the energy around you is good as well. What about you, Bill? What are you reading with today?
Well, I have these crosswords, and then I also have my answers cards, my mushroom answers cards. And now, if somebody wants some bad news, I have some bad news cards too. We can try them. I don't know.
I love that. Bad news cards.
Well, they were because when the first time I shuffled
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll if anybody wants some real bad news, they can I can deal out some bad news.
I can only imagine.
Well, that's
Joji, I
really
hope
not
you're
what
having
we're
a blessed day, man. We got a lot going on, guys.
All right.
I'll be back.
Do we have any questions yet?
We have not had anybody say yeah.
Well, then I'll read a poem or something like that from my book called "Found on Bathroom Walls." They are random poems, and some of them are vulgar. I won't be reading any of those.
We're not a minors channel anyway. We're not monetized, so go ahead and say any cursey words. We're all adults here. We can either take it or decide not to. We got Joji with us. We have Susan Funes, who is lurking and working. Fatima Vieira, Linda de Gonzalez, Rossi. Rossi is going to take us up.
All right. So, what question?
All right.
Now, the question is...
Well, it hit the floor. Damn it.
Me, please.
Oh, no.
And Susan also wants a reading. So we'll start that for you, Susan.
Okay.
Damn it. Why does everything keep hitting the floor?
Sorry, Bill. There you go.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready. Oh, no, Bill's first. Go ahead.
Well, not good. You can go first, Hershe.
This first that hits Donald Trump where it hurts.
Am I hearing feedback about Donald Trump or something?
It was an accident.
Did anybody else hear that? Oh, okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure my guides hadn't, like blown a fuse or something.
No. I turned on
All
the
right.
computer.
So I guess I'm in the hot seat. All right. We got a lag, guys. So just bear with us while we try to work the kink out. So, Rossi, I'm coming in with apples at the very beginning. I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit, but baby, you got apples coming in. Somebody is literally trying to make something more than what it is, right? They're trying to take it from um, rotten to an apple turnover, and I'm gonna need you to pay attention real carefully to the people that's in your life. Don't let nobody shoot you with no sugar coating it. Don't let nobody ever pick your own apples for you. You get out there and you make sure you pick your own apples. I did get some good charms, right? So you got the health and healing snake in the new skills and root work coming in, right? So when you think about this snake as he wraps around the pole that one of the greatest wizards of all times will use, you have to understand the power that comes with him, right? He's used to educate us. His venom can be used for medicine, while it is also used as a weapon. So make sure that you use your snake to the best of your ability. You have anchor coming in right underneath the skills part, right where the snake is landing at. So make sure that you understand this is not one of the snakes. This is one of the good snakes that has come to alert you to something that could be anchored, right? And then that falls back into the overall energy of apples 4. So make sure that you understand it. You got a pair of open scissors laying here, and they are in the magic part of my board, right? So when you think about having to cut something out, right, you have to use scissors for multiple things. You have to use it to cut out patterns. You have to use them to cut out things that is no longer serving you. So make sure that your patterns have real good crisp lines if you're using scissors to cut out some kind of pattern for some kind of decoration or fabric or something. Otherwise, go ahead and use them teeth and bite and grit into it, because whatever is headed your way, you're the only one going to know if it is your hand picked apples and meant just for you, or if somebody is trying to give you an apple turnover that could not be the most healthiest for you. Be careful of your reaching with people as we come into the season. And that's what I've got for you, sweetie.
And Bill, are you ready now?
I think so. So the
Okay.
words that came into my card were um, rebound, adrift, and hand. And so, and then my other ones is it is time to wake up, and you are in for it. So for whatever is going to be happening, you need to be pay attention to what's going on in your surroundings, and but but with a hand, that can mean that there will be a helping hand, and so you though you may be in for it, whatever is going to be happening while you are adrift, um, running through your life. Pay attention to those who are there to help you. Does that make any sense?
And the pattern that I got on my 4 sticks, 2112, says it's called conjunction. It's a mixed message, neither increasing or decreasing in luck or skill for you. So it's sort of a neutral bag. Um, Hershe and I did get contacted by a friend that's going to go vote tomorrow. So we're going to head out for early voting tomorrow about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we do get a chance to enact our civic duty. And Flowing says now she wants a caramel apple. And Susan, I know that you said that you're lurking, but we have a request for you to have a reading. So,
Sorry, I'm waiting on a package apparently, so I was checking the door, but I guess it's the neighbor.
1, 2, 1,
Right.
1. 1, 2, 1, 1. So, Susan, in your pattern for me for the divination sticks, you have the pattern for girl. So it is increasing. So your luck and things this week should go better, better and better for you as the week goes on, because you're going to have increasing enjoyment and fulfillment. And Hershey, would you like to do the next reading?
Sure. So I get mischief, right? So keep your eyelids open and a sharp and be sharp as nails, for something is on your tail, right? So in the spirit of Halloween and Samhain, make sure that you yourself are enjoying it and having fun. And if you're a decorator, get out there and decorate, but also remember to be very observant and be very cautious of those that are turning innocent mischief fun into something else. So pay very, very close attention. The first charm that fell that's closest to my heart is the beautiful cat, right? And it fell in the ground yourself. I know that for me, with this as a familiar, because I live in the house with two male cats, what I want to tell you is that when they are alerted and they are watching something adamantly, I understand that maybe I need to take some time and pay attention because they can cross and see into places I can't. So for the familiar to be in the grounding situation, I feel like it is time to take in something, even if you don't have a physical fur baby that you can use to sit with and ground yourself and just play with on the ground, maybe on their level. Then maybe you could get a stuffed animal or a fuzzy pillow or something, and you can have the texture of whatever is needed, the energy of, they don't have to be in your lap. You don't have to be stroking it if it is not an actual physical animal, but it could be sitting across from you and you could be using the energy of that familiar through that object. You also got dolphin, which is all about love and all of that good things when you think about dolphins and loyalty and how great of a protector they are. And it falls in the hope and home situation. So I can't help but think that with it falling there, there isn't something that maybe needs to be given some gratitude about, right? We don't always take into gratitude the things at home, right? Because they're always there and sometimes we take advantage of them. So make sure that with you having it in the home and the hope department, make sure that your cup at home is full of hope and that home is taken care of, because when home is taken care of, it will take care of you. The only other one that fell is this little cute little turtle, and it fell in new grounds. And when you think about a turtle, when it comes out of the ground and out of the sand, it's immediately going for the ocean, right? It's going for the sunlight, it's going for the ocean, or maybe it's going for the moonlight or something, but it's going for the light, the reflecting off of the water, right? And so when it comes out of the ground, It's going for that new ground, something it's never done before. So if you're trying to birth something into existence that it requires you to walk on new ground, it looks like you are being supported by the universe. So maybe it's time to figure out where that new ground is and then figure out when you're going to take that step, because it looks like you're meant to do it. And that's what I've got for you.
Okay, so what I got for you is you need to you need to, you need to take some time to rest and take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. And also, I see that you need to be, if you can, you need to let go of things that are no longer serving you. If you have any, like, any baggage that you're just keeping around and sort of ruminating over, you need to get rid of that stuff if possible. And the other thing that was kind of interesting was this word sarcasm came up, and so I was thinking of that. Be careful when you use sarcasm this month, especially if you have any encounters with people who have any Mars energy. That's kind of what I got. Just rest and take care of yourself and let go of things you don't need.
Thank you, Bill. And I hope that all those resonate with you, Susan. Um, if anybody would like a
Right,
reading,
Pauline?
go ahead and say me or ask your question, and we'll get that all started so we can read
I'm
it
hot.
for you. And Susan says, right
I'm
on, guys.
hot.
So that was right
Good
on.
shit. Good shit. Good
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
Yep.
Do, do I need
Love it. Love it.
to? Fatima would like a reading.
Fatima.
Fatima. I thought it said something else.
Did I see Rossi in chat? If I saw Rossi,
Yeah,
Rossi, could you
we
let me
read
know if
for
you're still here?
Rossi. We read for Rossi at the very beginning.
Okay. No, I know. I was just yesterday. I think she said to be looking for something. I just wonder if that's what's coming today instead of tomorrow. I don't know. I don't see anything else showing up, so I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did get the selfie stick with uh, the the stabilizer, so I can use it for like a webcam or take it with me while we are on
Tomorrow
our.
and Wednesday. Okay. All right, Rossi. Okay.
So, do you want to start for Fatima, Miss Hershey?
I'm
Okay.
ready. Yep, I'm ready. I actually kind of love this for you. I know I don't get a lot of chances to read for you outside of like meta messages or when you want that shadow check. So just to literally just kind of do a general, I absolutely love this for you. I am terrible at commenting on everybody's channels. I'd be there watching all of the videos and liking everything, but I'd be terrible about forgetting it, right? But this is me saying that I love your channel, right? I love the orientation of it. You know what I mean? I also want you to know that during this season of Samhain, they want you to know that the coming of winter is your energy, right? It comes in lullabies deep within our mirrored flashes. Alas, the time to lay your quivering head upon winter is coming. So, if you just happen to be one of them people that love winter, I am not. I don't like the cold. But I think that this message is more about the quiet, right? Sometimes we don't get enough quiet. And when you have a very busy life, and you do, come on, be honest, we see those beautiful videos. You have a busy life. You're constantly doing things for other people, or you're just helping within your own family as much as you can, right? I absolutely love that about you. And it makes sense because there was only four charms that fell, right? The very first one is, and I mean no disrespect by this, but it is the version of the Jesus piece, right? It's the cross crucifix with him on there. And I absolutely love that this fell for you. I don't get this a lot, and it fell in the home department. So I know this to mean that you are constantly putting your higher power before you, and you are letting them lead the way with your home, with your family, and with your own life. And I absolutely love that. You got a new skill coming in, right? I'm not sure what it is, but it definitely involves music, which doesn't surprise me at all. But it fell in the new skills coming, right? So there is something with music notes, and treble clef music, something involving music that's coming in for you, and it's going to be brand new adventure. You got the big O open heart and also dragon in the root work section. So you are definitely keeping the root work cleaned out. You are keeping them weeds out of there. And with the dragon showing up there, that tells me very much that there is absolutely no reason for me not to know that you absolutely believe in everything that even you cannot see. You don't question the unseen. You trust in the unseen to have a dragon show up for you in the root work. That is so wonderful. I absolutely love this for you, and I will see you next time. That's what I've got for you, bud.
So, are you ready, Bill, or would you like me to go?
I think I'm ready. So what I got for you is the spirit of the weasel, and in the sense that needing to be aware of your earth energy and the earth beneath your feet, and be flexible with what could be coming your way. And the number 10 came up. In that sense, I see it as like a one, like with the zero being more of like a seed energy, a something new coming into your life, and the one being, of course, the beginning of a new journey. Um, and there with this, and the need to keep your mind centered onto what is the most important in your life. That's my message for you. Very simple.
Thank you, Bill.
Weasel, weasel energy, and take a jaunt into doing something new.
So, Fatima, I did pull some regular tarot cards for you, and we start out with the Three of Pentacles from a Halloween Death. And the Three of Pentacles is you taking your plans to the architect to build your perfect house and area with your partner. We have the Four of Wands, so that is like the celebrating of the marriage and um, the connectedness of two people. It's just their special day, their special time, um, but they do it in front of uh, family and friends and witnesses. to show that they are committed to each other. And then finally, you get the Queen of Swords. So you're very analytical. You're in your mind about a lot of things, but it is not pie in the sky type thinking. It is definitely uh, well founded and researched out and very well quantified for you, Fatima. So that's what I have for the cards. And for the divination sticks, got one, we got another one, we got a third one, we got all four ones. The way, the road, via. So I think that with via, the way, I think that you already have your magnet and compass set on the true north, and you clearly see the path that you need to be on and um, long to stay on. So um, you do stick. You have stick to itiveness. You don't let people get in the way of your progress. And so that's what I have for you, Fatima. Thank you so much. Where, where? Bill Thomas is next.
I see your comment, Rossi. I'm paying attention.
Okay.
I want
Bill
to
Thomas.
protest. I want to do it. I want to protest by the name alone.
Bill and Thomas.
That's why all the damn charms just exploded. This a bullshit. I'm just saying. I don't want this. Ooh, wee. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, and there's two of them. Yeah. Why am I in the hot seat? Damn it! Why I
Um,
gotta be in the hot seat? Oh wow. Okay. All right. Here we go. So not one but two fell out. So my moon fell out, the dark moon, right? So the dark moon is about understanding that you need to live where your heart is and nowhere else, regardless of the fact, even if there is a ghost that lives in your heart, you need to stay present in that moment. The card that fell with it, because like I said, you're getting two for one, was candle magic. Believe and speak into existence through your breath, through the velvet, and recite along through the spine to activate your desire. May it become unraveled. Holy crap. So you have a so there is a cat and a very approachable nursing loving heart that falls in the old ground situation on my charm board. Right above that is the girl, the woman little icon. All three are in the old ground situation. Then there is a big, beautiful, gorgeous other cat that is in the hope and love situation with another dang on heart. So it seems like there is hope and love somewhere ahead of you, and it has something to do with or tied to cat kind of energy. The other one and the last one that fell is one of my favorites of the sea, and that is the octopus. And it is in the travel situation, right? So when you think about travel, with it being connected to the spiritual path and it falling right there in the middle of both of them, well, that was rude. I'm busy. Arrest me in a minute. No, I'm just talking shit. Anyway, there is something that you're going to be putting your tentacles on, whether it's spiritual or something that you will be traveling with, or maybe even a tool that will help you with your spiritual path. It has something to do with traveling and very much something to do with the spiritual path that you and you alone are meant to walk. It will be reaching out very soon and wrapping its tentacles around you. You'll have to come back and let us know what that is, and that's what I've got for you.
Thank you, Hershey. Bill, if you'd
You're
like to
welcome.
go.
I'm almost.
Joji. Joe G says after this one, he wants a bad news card from you, Bill, after
Just
we
see.
finish with Bill Thomas.
Okay. So what I have here is I did. I got a Four of Pentacles reversed. I did pull my tarot cards out, and just to do it like an oracle. So, but with my other cards, what I got was I got divided heart, ink, and stone. And so with stone, your path that you're on is not set in stone, and you can use your ink, your pen, to write a new future. But you need to balance your expectations to reality, because um, it because your what you envision, what you need to do, most likely will not match up to what the reality is. And so that reality may be one of uncertainty and tension. That's what I see. Maybe go do something like yoga too. Might be good for you.
So, Mr. Thomas, this is the pattern that we got for you. And this pattern is titled Joy. So, it is increasingly good luck for you in the coming week. You may start out with a little luck today, a little more luck tomorrow, a little more luck the next day, and by the by the time the week is finished, you'll just be expecting it because better news awaits you every day. And that's what I have for you with the divination sticks. And Bill Joji would like a bad news card
Okay.
if that can be arranged. Now,
Okay. One. All right.
Joe's mother recently passed away. I believe Tuesday of last week.
Last week.
Of last week, and then this, not today, but this upcoming Monday will be services.
Okay. So, could Joe pick a number 1, 2, or 3?
You're welcome. Hmm. Wait, what was his number this morning? Didn't he get a on the meta number this morning? Meta,
What
Mom.
could Joe select a number 1, 2, or 3?
Joe says one.
He says number one.
Okay. Well, bad news card said talks about mutual respect, unity, and closeness, that you need to have more intimacy in your life. So that may not necessarily be a bad news, but maybe it could be bad news. So this is the card. Intimacy, mutual respect, unity, and closeness. So I didn't pull the psychopath
Hmm.
card.
What was number two? Just out of curiosity, had he followed through with picking his meta number? What was number two? Just out of curiosity.
I actually shoved it right back in the deck.
Oh, so we'll never know. Dang.
You're never gonna know what it is. I pulled 3 cards and I just shoved those ones back in the deck. But I can do it. I'll pick a second card and see what the bad news is.
No.
This is the
No,
second one. This is the next one that was on top of the deck, and I'm not looking at it. It says sipping, rumors, gossip, and being nosy. So you gotta be careful about them rumors, and don't be spreading no lies, and get your nose out of other people's business. So don't be sipping on the teapot of gossip. There's your bad news.
And Joe said services for his mother will be October 15th. So thank you for making my Monday clear for me.
Okay.
Absolutely. Joe, I lost my mom in 2008, and me and my mom, we didn't have the best relationship as I was a child. But then when I got grown and I got out of prison, me and my mom got real close, and we got a good understanding of what it was like to be a mother and a daughter. So when I lost her, I still carry that. So don't expect the pain to go away overnight, man. And if you ever need me, I'm only a phone call away, Joe. Don't forget that.
Yeah, it does take.
Hi, Mousy.
It does take a long time to
Yes,
when
it
you lose.
does.
However,
So,
my dad's been gone 2012, and I kind of almost sometimes feel like he never existed. But then when I look in my face, I see his face staring back all the time when I look in the mirror.
This is I wear my dad's forehead well. The last time I got my driver's license picture, I put it in one of the slots of my wallet, and I one day I opened my wallet and was like, I don't have a picture of Dad here, and it was my forehead staring back at me. It was Dad's forehead, so I come by the male pattern, just how the family genes are. And I know that it's supposed to come from your mother's side of the family, but her father had every bit of hair when he passed, but he did pass early. Um, my mother had that beautiful platinum Barber Bush hair that almost blinded you if it was under the right lighting conditions. And then she had a sister that was 7 years older than her, uh, and the neighbor uh, mistook Norma Jean for my mother Dottie, and he said, "Dottie, you want to try some wine?" And so he he brought her to the basement where he was sampling the newest cask of wine that he was fermenting, and he looks up at Aunt Norma Jean and he says, "You're not Dottie, are you?" But they look very similar, so that they were identical twins separated by 7 years.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Well, I'll read a poem there for out of my book here, if that's okay.
Certainly. Yes.
All right. This is called Found on OKCupid.com. So I was on OKCupid and I just took a line from here and there and I strung it together and I made this. And I think I sent it back to her too. I didn't get a date, but I did get something. Okay, I'm funny, like a ninja in a big bag of awesome sauce. I model green. I hoard music. Dio and veggies rock. Sushi is rad for fine art nude photography. Heil Hitler, born this way, is my favorite color. I can't wait to get pregnant. Special happy male, I am scented. Try to contain yourself. Current pop music is good. Lady Gaga, S&M, Rihanna loud, fist pumping, look cool. Shocking, I'm sure. A real rarity in Seattle. I wonder how long you sat staring at your computer screen, stressing over every other word, knowing that I am making fun of you with my ninja like reflexes. I love what I'm not thinking about.
Well, there was a lot to think about in that little uh, bit
Yeah,
of act. I mean, there were a lot of active words in there. So
Yeah.
I like it.
Here's another one.
I like it.
It's called Love Poem Attempt 3. Love Poem Attempt number 3. We know about the power of
Okay.
space and time smashing your rubber soul. Those stories you've heard about the myth of the impossible, they're true. Who knew? A possible mission behind the saint and the 13 topless dancers was a pregnancy.
Wow.
Okay, well, that one was pretty bad.
Wow. Wow.
no, I'm just 13 topless dancers in a pregnancy. I guess
I
would
was that's
would
where I was at. I was like, wait, what? I was hitting the ponder like,
wouldn't
what?
wouldn't one of them be better? I like the word art, the word cloud that you do.
That's all been flipped out.
Oh hell yeah. Man, that's why I added your book to my wish list. I need your book. I
So,
need your book. Ooh, it's hot, y'all. It's hot.
Do we need to shut the doors and turn the AC back on?
Trying to tough it out. I'm trying to tough it out. I'm tough it out. I'm tough it out.
it's too hot.
Well, the the cats certainly enjoy the doors being open. Um,
Yeah.
uh, let themselves in and out, and um, they went off their dry food, and so I found some better quality hairball control,
Okay.
indoor cat formula, and uh, I I guess it's worth the money because they're leaving the wet stuff alone now. So it's not good for cats to live just on wet food, um, or just on dry food. And then if the one wouldn't bring in anole lizards as supplemental dietary requirements in birds and uh, moles or whatever that little shit can find. Um, so yeah, it's they're eating a lot more of the dry food now that I finally found a quality one for them.
I'll read one more that's like
Will
on the
do,
edge.
Rossi. I see your comment.
So is that all for the I'll read one more that's right on the edge of uh, of the risque. House
Okay.
across the alley. House across the alley. It starts when you're 13 with an open shade, a pair of binoculars, and a bottle of lube. The woman next door is a looker. A boy sneaks down the street following a lady. She is young. She meets a strange man in the park. What was that? She said. Kissing. It's called French kissing. The man said, I went to France once. The lady said, you should know how to do it. A fly on the wall watches, but this boy listens. Words soak into his soil like fertilizer. Spying from the closet is not like playing spin the bottle. When there is no warm body in the dark, heaven is a long ways away. You should go, she says. I want to paint with you. Let's paint then. She smears red all over his shirt. He paints her hair green. They frolic like fawns in a wood. Her husband looks in the window. Visions of broken bladed glory play on his retinas. On the nights when she isn't with me, I am deformed.
There's a little bit
Apparently, I
of
have to go to the
uh,
mailbox.
13-year-old, 14-year-old boy in all of that for the men out there.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it.
And so, have you ever gone to a fair or carnival and done face painting or anything?
Nope, nope. That one. I I think I probably wrote that in a writer's exercise. I write a lot of things in writer's exercises.
Well, that is why it is important to
And that one also may have been based on a movie about JFK, or I think it was based on a movie as well, but I don't really remember because I that's like those some of these things go back, quite a ways.
so a
But
lot
I
of the uh,
I'll be right back.
it is very important to follow art instruction books and do the exercises because like a lot of my color studies yield some very nice aesthetically pleasing paintings. So there is merit to going through the motions of doing the exercises.
yeah. Well, a lot of the times the exercises that I did were all timed writings, and and because that also will help to open those doors when you bypass thinking about it.
Yeah.
And
Well, being timed, you don't have a lot of time to edit in your head. You have to go with that first inclination of what you put on the paper.
yeah, there's that. Well, I could take one of these cards and see if I can spin something right in the moment here.
So,
Where was the?
so when I was
Yeah.
talking to Jeff, Tarot Ask Backwards, I was saying that when he does his like meditation while he's shuffling the cards, waiting for uh, to get for the question that the person asked. It is extemporaneous. It is like off the. It's off
History.
the cuff. It's what did he call that? The 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 comedy art form, where you get suggestions from the audience and you roll with it. What do they? Yeah, sure they call that. It's just it is it's fun to watch their improv. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, improvisational comedy. It is fun to watch somebody else's mind process the instructions or the lack thereof instructions or just on a word.
Mm-hmm.
So do you I like how you come on several times a day, different times of the day. You have like an afternoon session usually, and
I
like a maybe a 10 o'clock in the evening session for you when you're doing your art work
well,
online.
yeah, I sort of been just committing myself to 4 days a week, and then then with just some various pop-ups to try to capture. There are like some folks in the EU. I think there's like 3 people in the EU who like to tune in, and so I will sometimes do something someplace between 1 and 3 in the middle of the week just to see if they might possibly be available. But it seems to me that most of my the ones who came in to the chat are all under the age of 18. So I seem to have a lot of younger viewers. But then when you go on late at night, then you never know. It's just it's really potluck.
Well,
But
if you're being picked up in the feeds in Australia or the European Union, um, you're getting people at different times of day. Whether they're coming out of school at that time or um, whatnot. Uh, and it's good that you're developing a diverse audience of ages. With Hershe and I are kind of potty mouthed ourselves, so um, we control our channel and say it's not for children, and we restrict our channel to adults only.
mhm.
And it not that kids can't learn to read tarot or nothing. We just don't want to subject them to our harshness.
Well, I
So I
can.
had
I
a thing on my phone to meet the mailman at the post office. So I walked to
yeah,
the mailbox to get a signed letter. Huh?
yeah. So I ideally would like people, my audience, to be over 18, but that's just not the way it is. And so, like, I've had this thing happen where this one individual out of Poland has subbed and unsubscribed to my channel 3 different times because I feel like it's like, oh, I would pull something out that would be kind of offensive, so they would unsubscribe, and then I would, come back and, oh yeah, I forgot about that, and so that was like, I how much does that happen? So I've been letting them train me to not be so offensive. So I really work hard at my language.
And what is the current painting theme that you're doing right now?
Oh, I
Uh,
don't have any.
is it the seascape? Is that your latest one that you've been working on?
I've been working on this one seascape design for a while, and I'm doing different versions of the same thing, different color schemes. So I have
One of
uh,
the earliest ones I saw you do was the burnt out tree trunk, and I've seen that many times.
yes, that one I'm still working on. I'm not going to show it anymore on here. I have this is a seascape that, and it's not quite done, but there's a bunch of there's things in it. I kind of stopped because I feel like the color values back here are too dark, and my foreground doesn't show up at all on it. And I made the horizon line too far up here, and so then I went to go do my one that was full of light, and so I changed things so that it's moved it down so there's more sky, and I'm trying to get that more of that 3D effect. But then I pulled in that bit of crimson right here on Thursday night, and so that kind of that set me off on, and so I'm not going to be trying. When I worked on this one some more, I'm not going to be trying to force it into this image because this just ain't going to happen. And so it's not, and it has a lot of paint on here. So when it dries up a little bit more, I'm going to go over it with some sandpaper and to remove as much of those layers as I can, and then go run some more thin, transparent layers and see what I can come up with.
And the
But
the
I'm not
medium is acrylic on canvas.
acrylic, yeah, acrylic on canvas. But it has I used an underpainting on it, so it has because it already started out with like 6 layers of paint before even laid on any color, and so I did a warm over cool underpainting with lots with like gesso, gel medium, and then I think the first color was yellow, primary yellow, followed by another layer of gel medium, and then I put down I think like it was either some blue or some green, but it was like I think I'm not quite sure which one it was, but I think it was like this phthalo green, and this was using all transparent colors. And then from there, I went to like a red, and then just gel medium, a warm color followed by a cool color followed by a warm color, and then the last color I laid down was a transparent black, and so I prepped that week. I
And
prepped 4 different canvases,
and
and
the
still have
the
one more.
the gel medium, is that also a texture builder like the gesso?
Gel medium is to one of the things it does is it slows down the drying process a little bit, and it helps to mimic oil painting. And
So
then I
you've
might
got longer to work with it. You know, your standard acrylics do tend to dry very rapidly.
yeah.
So when is the next thing that you have scheduled, Bill?
Tuesday evening,
Tuesday evening. You could tune in to see 999 ASMR Tarot.
9 p.m. I'm going to be working with the cards a bit more that I made for Hershe, and so these are the cards I made for Hershe. The box, I'm going to work on the box a little bit more, and maybe um, I will work on the cards themselves, and just to see if I can spin any poetry in the spot. So these are the cards I made for Hershe,
Oh, okay, okay. The
and
lottery cards. Okay, yes, I definitely want a set. I think it's cool as shit.
yeah.
Definitely, I
So
definitely want a set. I think it's cool as shit.
I'll pull a card out for Hershe here, from your own cards to see what they have to say about you.
Absolutely. Thomas, you need one more to get the 400. So, new guy Bill, I hope you're subscribed.
Um,
That is a good.
so, so Drunk Tarot got me like 4 subscribers then.
Oh yeah,
We love
I
drunk
am.
Thomas, though.
I on the second channel that I did, I had a whole series of things where I was doing drunk poetry in my barn when I was on the graveyard shift. I may actually, they're all private. I made all those videos private, but because I go back and I look at those old videos, and I think, oh crap, those are just terrible videos. So you go look at
Um,
the
it is one way to gauge how much you've improved over time. And
yeah, well,
yet
that's
we all
probably,
start somewhere. And so I've heard that you got to suck, suck, suck until you get success. So there's a
yeah,
lot of sucking in my case. You know,
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
then I will
So
never have success. Just saying. I'm just saying.
let me just
and
see if I can. I may just see if I can spin a poem for you right now, Hershe, on your card.
Let's do it.
and then we can never compare ourselves to somebody who's been doing it for years and years and years, and who may have like a broadcast education or radio or communications background in their life. You know, we're just people, and we're doing the best that we can, and um, eventually we reach our stride, and we pull it off the way that we can.
Okay. Yeah, but a lot of those people who have those same qualities don't necessarily do very good when it comes to YouTube. But some of them do. I think that a lot of people get backed by other people, and that's why. But they get platformed by other platforms, and but yeah, I don't know if I can do this.
I do
My
know what you
mind.
mean there, Bill.
So wet dirt. Please don't eat the dirt. Please don't eat the dirt. A deer lurks outside. There is a loose board on the barn. Please don't eat the wet dirt. In the pan, you put it on the fire. You put the fire on the pan, and in that pan, you cut off a piece of that deer and fry it up. That smell wafts up through the rafters, pleasing the gods in the sky. They fly around and park their planes in hangars. That board rattles in the wind, the sizzling sound in the pan. The smell is better than wet dirt. Don't answer that phone when it rings. How about that?
I like it. I like it. I like it. Don't worry, I won't. I won't eat or play in the wet dirt.
Don't eat wet dirt. All right.
Absolutely.
So Hershey and PD will you're doing a recording tomorrow that's not going to be online till Friday
No, this Friday is already
in the can.
in the works. Yeah, I don't know where we're at in our records, but we do have a busy day tomorrow. So from here on out, after this live, I'm taking the rest of the night. I'm just kind of gonna unplug. I'm waiting on a package that hasn't showed up. I got a waste of tree that I just had to sign for. That was literally a waste of a tree. Let's see. Shadow work on Wednesday. I may have a pop up with Sharon. I don't have all the details yet. Thursday is real busy. I got Uncle G at 1 o'clock. For those who don't know, that's Gerald at 1 o'clock, and then I've got Linda D. Gonzalez at 4. And then Friday is the pre-release at 7:30. Saturday at 2, I've got a live with Brian, and then Saturday night, I'm thinking maybe S Box again. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I got a busy week. I'm getting a lot in, so you guys can have some content while Timeless and I are gone, and you can come back and watch replays.
Okay.
So thank you everyone for being with us today. Thank you, Bill, for joining us and
Yeah.
using your crossword in your poetry. We enjoy that and seeing your artwork. And best of luck on your channel.
Yeah.
Continue.
And you best of luck to you guys as well.
Yeah.
And have a
And
great time on stage.
we will be here up until we step on a ship. So you'll see us in and out, and yeah, we'll be a little frazzled, trying to figure out how Hershey's going to get 3 suitcases worth of stuff into 2 suitcases, and it's a
We'll
miracle.
figure it out though.
And then you got to give some stuff away, just so you can bring souvenirs back.
So maybe you just like
Well, I gotta have souvenir money. I don't have souvenir money yet, but I'm working on it.
hmm.
All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody.
Thank you,
Bye.
Bill. Bye, everyone.